In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at how to use Grok Imagine to generate unlimited free long videos using Grok Imagine. Here's what we do. So let's take your starting image, whatever you want as a character. You can also ask Grok to generate something out without starting out as a source image. So I've got this little adorable illustrated cat that I generated up with Seed Dream, and open art is what I used to do that. It created a beautiful illustrated art style. So let's say we've got our cat already doing something, right? He's kind of got a little head turn. That's our first 6 seconds. What we're going to want to do in order to make this longer is pause our video player, drag our timeline, no, drag our player right to the very end, right to the last frame. Then what we're going to do is we're going to right click anywhere on the video and look for this save video frame as. Save that last video frame. Now I'm going to go back and load up the new image that we just saved from the last frame of our video. There we go. We've got the last frame of our image. And this time we're going to say the cat starts running forwards towards the camera, whatever the case may be. All right, let's do that. Okay, and there we have our seamless transition from where the cat was to what the cat is doing now. He was sitting before, and now he's moving forward. Let's pause the video again at the end of the frame. We're going to download that one, of course. Pause the video at the end of the frame, and let's continue. Let's right-click somewhere, save our video frame as, and let's do it again. Puppy enters the scene and walks alongside the cat. And here we have our next scene. Our cat walking along. Oh, cute puppy enters the scene and they're walking together. Okay, isn't that nice? Now let's download them all, stitch them together and see what we got. And then I'll actually show you how to change to different scenes, but use the same consistent character, even if you want to change the camera angle, get a little bit more advanced in terms of filmmaking. One thing you may notice as you're stitching together pieces is that Grok may add a little tiny bit of extra non-frame right at the very end. So in order to make this really seamless, all you need to really do is trim that tiny bit of non-frame right near the end. And now we should transition between both of these. Yeah, in a seamless way. All right, let's watch the whole thing and see what we got. And that is basically how you create a continuous scene. Now, the thing is, though, however, sometimes in making videos and films, we don't always have this camera from the same uninterrupted view for the whole, movie or scene or clip or whatever the case may be. Sometimes we have transitions to the same characters from a different angle. So let's assume that you might want to do that. Now, I'm going to be jumping over to OpenArt to help accomplish this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the, in this case, the Seed Dream model. Nice thing about OpenArt is that it has access to all these different models like Nana Banana, Seed Dream, and stuff, but I generated up this cute little cat. So I'm going to save, again, that last frame from my last clip. Now I can go ahead and upload that starting point reference to OpenArt. So there's our character, and I'm going to say change the camera angle to a top-down view of these characters. And there we get some options. Now that's just sort of what I had in mind right here, the two cats walking together along the path. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to head back over into Grok again, upload my next camera angle scene, and I'm going to say the cats are walking along the path. And there we have our cats walking and apparently jumping along the path. That's fine. Okay, let's go with that. Stitch it all together for our final scene. And here we have our final scene. Our cat starts with a little cute look. He starts walking along the path. He meets up with another cat, and then we have a camera angle transition to the two little cats walking along the path together. Actually, was that started as? Did I forget that was a dog? I forgot that was a dog. Okay, well, I had a little character consistency issue there. That is basically all you need. I'm using CapCut to slice this together. I'll link that in the description. I'm using OpenArt in order to generate up the consistent characters, and of course, Grok Imagine. I have tutorials for how to use OpenArt also on this channel, and Grok Imagine, well, there's not much to learn other than how to create seamless videos. I hope you have all enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next one.